It's Jen from Not So Mystical Tarot. This is going to be your reading for the time period around Monday, the 12th of August, the beginning of the week. Kind of what do we have going on for the week for each sign. Everything will be time-stamped in the pinned comment and the description. Hop to your moon and rising as well. It's a general reading, and we want to try to get as much information as we can, so it'll give you a little bit more clarity. You can find me on Instagram at Not So Mystical Tarot or NotSoMysticalTarot.com if you'd like a personal or a private reading. All right, let's get started with Aries. Aries, the Tower. You have got something coming up. It is festering and it is unavoidable, and it is keeping you from really attending to the dreams that you have. When I talk about this Tower card, don't freak out over this. It hasn't happened yet, but it is festering off in the distance, and you know it's there. And I always say with this card, you can be proactive or reactive. And this card is like, hey, there's this crap going on over here, and you can be proactive and like, okay, let me charge over there, find out what's going on, and diffuse the situation. Or you can be reactive. This is not really happening right now, and then the universe goes, oh, time for you to deal with this, and they dump it in your lap. So to me, I always say, you know what, let's be proactive about this. If you get something festering off in the distance, go and attend to that. Now, the other thing is, the star is big dreams, big hopes. The thing is, while you're busy worrying about this and this is taking up your time, you're missing out on having the opportunity to fulfill some of these big dreams, big want. This is not, I hope I'm happy next year. This is, I want to open my business next year. You know, while you're messing around with all of this and not handling it, you're missing out here. Let's get some information as to what this festering boil is that's happening over here, this Tower moment. It's definitely over there, and I know you know it's there, so here's the deal. You can either make the choice, like I said, to deal with it now, or you can ignore it. And if you ignore it, you will have a problem. I see you not ignoring it, because you have the Six of Wands. First of all, you are the Wands. Wands are action, passion. I see you marching over to whatever the situation is and going, yeah, we're not doing this anymore. What do you need me to do to help clean this up? And I'm really excited about that. Okay, I'm really, really, really excited about that. So you handle that problem in whatever way it needs to be handled. But you know what? You've got big dreams to get to. You got other things to do. You don't have time to mess around with all of that. Get cards flying everywhere, and you have the Five of Swords. So part of it, this has become a distraction to you because there are some people that don't buy into your big dream. This card came out twice, actually. It was one of the cards that fell, and I put them all back in just to make sure, and it came right back out again. So yeah, you've got some people that are questioning what your big dreams, big goals, big stuff is, and you know what? That's really their problem, not yours. If they feel the need to question you and make comments or have negative sort of thoughts about what you're doing, that's really kind of their problem, not yours. So you let them do whatever it is they're doing, and you move on. You got big dreams to deal with, so you deal with that Tower thing, head that off at the pass, and get back to doing the big stuff. Okay? All right, we're going to move on to our Taurus watchers. What do we have for Taurus? Taurus, the Sun. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. And the Five of Swords. Watch your moon and rising, but you're going to see the same cards come up for everybody. The energy is the same. You have an opportunity to, I feel like, really open up a door on your spiritual path, like really come into your own. This is about being almost like reborn, almost like a brand new part of you is like sort of growing and opening, and now here you've got this Five of Swords is like a little bit of negative communication. There may be people in your life, being that you're an earth sign, you're very responsible, stable, dependable, and if you start to talk any kind of woo-woo at all, or any kind of spiritual growth, spiritual path, people are like, what? And you may get some negative stuff from that. So I say, I don't know, maybe just keep it to yourself for right now. You don't want to miss out on this. This is pretty exciting. This whole brand new day, spiritual path kind of. I feel like you're really at a point where this is a turning point for you. You also have this Four of Pentacles coming up, which says, yeah, kind of keep it to yourself, okay? You are the earth signs, you are the Pentacles. This is kind of like, you know what, I think this part of the journey just kind of belongs to you. So probably sharing it with other people who don't care, it really is not worth your time. Keep it to yourself just for right now, and enjoy the moment just on your own, or with somebody like real close to you who gets you, but otherwise don't just put it out there because you don't really need the feedback that you might get. And the other card you have is Judgment. And no surprise with this Five of Swords here, negative communication. And Judgment is about, like, basically you've done all you can do. You feel how you feel. So people are going to have something to say. It doesn't really matter. When it's all said and done, you've done everything that you can do anyway. And you've said what you're going to say, and the way they feel is the way they feel. So kind of in that Five of Swords, it's kind of like a whatever, you know, like however they feel is however they feel. It's not your problem. Not your problem to worry about. All right, we're going to go on to our Geminis. What do we have for Gemini? Gemini, Six of Swords and the Ace of Swords. Yeah, you are presented with an opportunity here, Gemini. You are the Swords, first of all, so this is an opportunity for you to really embrace who you truly are, and it's also an opportunity for you to kind of possibly come from a place where things have been a little bit choppy, a little stressful, a little not exactly the way you'd like them to be, and you have an opportunity to move toward a different way of being. And this week, so I love that kind of reading on a Monday, right? You know, you're starting a new week, and what better thing to do than to kind of move away from the old things that didn't work and move toward something better. And I think that's the opportunity that's presented to you. And of course, you are the Swords, so this is great because you are logical. Using your logical brain is how you will be afforded these opportunities. These are not emotional. This is like where you kind of sometimes have to make decisions. You kind of have to cut off the things that just don't work and just be like, yep, I'm done with that. I'm going over here now. Thanks so much. I'm out. And the other card you have coming up here is the Hermit. And the Hermit is, he's oftentimes a Virgo card, but the Hermit is about you taking that time, kind of stepping back, stepping away, and making a decision as to what it is that you want, what it is that you need, what it is that's going to prosper you. And I think that's, like I said, this is logical, not emotional. So sometimes it's hard because you got to be a little bit harsh with, maybe with people, with other people, etc. But it doesn't matter. This is about you. And the other card you got here is the Star. Often representing the Aquarius, but anything that you want to be, do, or have, you can have, but you've got to be logical about it. This is not an emotional decision. These are logical decisions. If this certain thing is not going to get you where you need to go, then it needs to be cut off, and you need to move away from that and move toward what is on your list. Like, what's on your list? What do you want? That's where you need to go, and you have to be logical about that, not emotional. So, all right. We're going to move on to our Cancers. What do we have for Cancer? Beginning of the week, around the 12th of August, for Cancer. Four of Pentacles and the High Priestess. All right, you got something kind of coming down the path at you, and I am just feeling, Cancer, that this is like, this Four of Pentacles is like batten down the hatches. This is like, okay, I don't know what is coming, but intuitively, like, this is the most intuitive card in the whole deck. You can feel it. So whatever this is, you may have a feeling of like, like, you know, when you get that feeling, you're like, I don't know what is going on, but something's going on, and I feel all weird. Like you when you have a really weird dream and you wake up and you feel weird all day, I feel like you feel like that. Like you got that weirdo feeling. So you know what? The only way you can kind of counteract that is to control your environment. So I'm saying, like, when I say batten down the hatches, make sure your environment is neat and orderly, your bills are paid, your passwords are secure, you know, kind of everything you can see, touch, taste, feel, everything in your tangible environment, kind of get a handle on that. And like I said, your intuition will eventually reveal what it is that's happening, but until that time comes, the only way that you can kind of mellow out the weird feeling that you have is to just kind of control your outward environment, the tangible environment that you can see and touch and feel. That's kind of the only thing you can do to sort of make it better. Like, you know, when you know how some people, when they're upset, they clean. It's kind of like that, you know, like when you're upset and you clean. It's sort of the same exact thing. You have the Justice card coming up. That is, she's got her sword there. This is all logical. So that's the thing, is you are a water sign, you are emotional. This is saying you gotta, you know, take care of your practical life and be super, super logical. Justice is about, like, this is it. It's right or it's wrong. Be really logical about it. Keep listening for that intuition. Keep listening for that intuition, because it will give you a clue, but I think it won't be until you've got everything else under control. Then you'll get kind of clued in, and you'll be like, oh, I see now. And you'll be able to handle it because everything else is handled. And you also have the King of Swords. So yeah, there are some major decisions coming your way, or some decisions that have happened. But either way, this is imploring you to deal with them on a logical and fact-based kind of way, not on the emotional boo-hoo, woo-woo, any of that. This is, like I said, imploring you to use your logic and your critical thinking and your intuition, not anything else. Keep control of that outward environment and just hang on. I don't think anything terrible is happening, because the thing is, I think you're going to be prepared. So whatever it is, you're going to be like, oh, I got this covered. But if you are unprepared, it will feel worse than it is, okay? All right, we're going to move on to our Leos. What do we have for Leo? Leo. The Seven of Wands, one of my favorites, and the Three of Wands. Okay, Leo. First of all, you are the Wands. You are fire signs. You are passionate. You're doing stuff. You want to take action. This is you up on your high pedestal up here, kind of vibrating up here, making plans. You got the three here, long range plans. And this is, I call these the gutter people. They're down way low and they're stabbing up at you, and like they're just negative and like a complete waste of your time. I feel like you are making some plans for your future. You are maybe you're like thinking about going back to school to get a better job, or opening a business, or refinancing your house, or buying a house, getting married. I don't know, but you're like moving and shaking, and you're kind of starting to make some long range 5-10 year plans in your life. And there are these people here who are doing nothing. Like I said, he's up on this high hill, right? So there's, you're up on this high pedestal doing your thing up here, and there's people who are down below you who are like, oh, why are you doing that? Well, who cares what these people say? Because these people are losers. These people are not doing anything. They're sort of sitting around, and they're watching you kind of move, shake, and plan, and they're going, oh, I'm not doing shit with my life. Oh, let me put this person down. Why would you even entertain them? They're not even worth the air that they breathe. So, notice here, he's got his rod, and he's like, no thanks. You don't see him running down the hill, even with these people, and fighting with them, trying to pull them over to his side, trying to explain, trying to convince them that he's doing the right thing. No, he's just like, no thanks. I gotta go. I got plans to make. I got long range stuff to do. I don't have time for this. And that is the stance for you, Leo. You got things to do. You're making plans. You're doing stuff. And what everybody else, these people that are down on this low vibration, whatever they have to say to you is so freaking irrelevant. It shouldn't even register on your radar, except for you to say, yeah, no thanks. I'm throwing things. Got some crazy feeling energy here. Four of Swords. Back all way. That is what this is telling you. This Four of Swords is use your logical brain, like I said, because the fire side of you wants to run down that hill and bash them in the face and be like, shut up, leave me alone, you're stupid, and here's why. But do you have time for that? No. Four of Swords says, you know what, better off that you take 5 minutes, back away from that situation. Like I said, you got this rod here, no thanks, turn, burn, back away from the situation and go, okay, logically this makes no freaking sense. Why would I go down here and fight with these people in the gutter? I don't have time for this. So that logic is going to save you an awful lot of aggravation. Please use that logic. And you have this Page of Pentacles. I love this. Pages bring messages, and the Pentacles are, hey, listen, handle your environmental business, your career, money, finance. You're doing your own thing. You're handling some outward stuff, and like I said, people see it, so they got to comment. But you know what? This is just saying, hey, this is your opportunity to handle your own business, handle your own stuff, handle your environment, all your practical things. And what other people think about it, who cares? Because here you're doing this long range plan on your practical stuff, the important stuff. And what other people think about that really doesn't matter. It's none of their business. So, it's none of yours. Really? Okay. All right, Leo. I am interested to hear what drama is erupting there, because I definitely feel there's something going on. All right, we're going to go to our Virgos. What do we have for the Virgos? Beginning of the week, starting around the 12th of August, Virgo, 10 of Pentacles, Virgo. First of all, you are the Pentacles. You are the Earth sign, so this is measurable success. Everybody can see it, outward success, and this says you better hang on to it. Hang on to it. The first thing I think of is people see how hard the Earth signs work. Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo, and they see that, oh, look, you're pretty successful. Hey, I think I'd like some of that. And this Four of Pentacles lets you go, I'm going to keep an eye on my assets. I'm going to keep an eye on all these pentacles that are floating around me. These belong to me. I've earned these. They're mine. I deserve them. I'm not giving them to other people. And that's kind of what I see happening here is it's just saying, hey, keep an eye on your own things. Keep an eye on your finances. Keep an eye on your projects at work, the things that other people want to take credit for. Like I said, people see that you are so hardworking and so successful, and they very often want to take advantage of you. So really important that you don't allow that to happen. Now, you have the Nine of Swords coming up, and that's saying, like, you're a little worried about this. I'm honestly, this outward show of success is pretty in your face. Like, you're having some pretty measurable success, and it kind of bothers you. Like, you almost don't know what to do with it because people can see it and they comment. And so it kind of is, you're in your head, like, what do I say? I don't know how to respond to this. You know what? Just be truthful. You can't worry about what other people think, what they're going to say, how they're going to react. Really, none of that is anything that you can worry about. This is like an ongoing trend through all of these readings, too. If you watch your moon and rising, you probably see it again. And the other card coming up here is your Wheel of Fortune, which says, your luck is changing, and you know what, your luck is already pretty good, but given that you've got this Four of Pentacles here, this is saying you need to keep making good decisions so that you keep having good luck. Keep an eye on your finances. Keep an eye on these projects that you're working on. Keep an eye on all of your pentacles because they're very appealing to other people that have not worked for them. Make good choices, have good results. Make bad choices, have bad results. That's the Wheel of Fortune in a nutshell there. So just like I said, this four is just saying, hey, keep an eye on everything that belongs to you, okay? Keep an eye on the things that belong to you because you've worked for them and you do not need to share them with other people right now, people that don't deserve them. We're going to move on to our Libras. What do we have for Libra? Libra, beginning of the week. The Moon. Things are not quite as they seem, and the Ace of Wands. Okay, it looks like you are presented with some sort of either passion project. This could be relationship-wise, somebody who you really dig or who really digs you. You just want to be really careful because with this Moon card here, that's saying things are not always the way they seem, and you may want to just take a little bit of a step back and take a second look. It's like when you go out to dinner, like a candlelight dinner, and the restaurant's so beautiful. If you saw that restaurant by the light of day, you'd see that the tablecloth was stained. There was a, spill on the wall. The rug is not as nice as it looked. You know what I'm saying? It's like by the moonlight and by candlelight, things look a certain way, but by the harsh light of day, they look a little bit different. And that's what I'm saying. This opportunity that is like, woo, you really can't miss it. It's definitely got your attention. You just need to really evaluate what it is that you're actually signing up for, okay? Because it may look one way at this time, but it looks another way by the harsh light of day. So let's get a little more information on whatever this is. We have the Ace of Cups. Yeah, this is definitely playing on your emotions, which is a little, Libra, you are an air sign, and you're logical. You're in your head a lot. So now you've got this passion thing happening, whether it's a passion project or a passion person, but whatever it is, it's kind of taken over. Like your logical brain may have taken a walk, okay? And now you've got this kind of veil of not exactly truth hanging over some things, and the Ace of Cups, which is an opportunity from the universe to be open. So this is actually terrifying. I'm an air sign, so to me this is terrifying, and I get that. Part of you wants to just run and jump into this, and the other part of you is like, have you lost your damn mind? I'm not doing this. The thing that I'm seeing here with this, though, is it's like the universe is like, well, are you gonna, at some point you've got to be open, right? You've got to take the chance. Things may look too good to be true, but it doesn't mean that they are. Having this Ace of Cups with the Moon says even if it looks too good to be true, you know what? It may really be that good. And I don't say that very often, but I don't feel like somebody's trying to screw you over here. I just think you're like, oh my gosh, could this actually be real? Like, this is so good, could it be real? Maybe I'm not seeing everything. And the other thing you've got here is this Nine of Swords. You got to quit worrying about this. It's like you have something that you want right in front of you, and now you're going, I don't know, do I deserve it? Maybe it's not for me. I am afraid that you're going to overthink yourself right out of happiness. And I don't know where that's coming from or who that's for, but I really feel like you are going to try to overthink yourself out of being happy and joyful, by coming up with whatever excuse necessary to talk yourself out of taking the chance to really be happy. So do that with that, whatever you would like. We will go on to Scorpio. What do we have for Scorpio? Scorpio, the King of Wands and the Emperor. Okay, this is some pretty serious Aries energy here with this Emperor. Fire energy. You know, the Wands are fire energy, fire signs, and very, very, very charismatic. So it looks like, you know, heading into the week, you either have an offer to be around someone, spend time with someone who has really got themselves together and is like almost overwhelming with their charm, charisma, and power and all of that, or this could be you. And this could be saying that you have an opportunity to really score big time. Like, and I don't mean like in the sexual way. I mean score like a different job or a big account, but you're going to have to turn the charm on and you're going to have to really be feeling who you are. So it's one or the other. Either this is you having the opportunity to really pour it on and just freaking do it up and just be your charming, charismatic, amazing self, or you are around someone who is like this and they, you know, want to be around you also, and it can be mutually beneficial for both of you. So I think this is pretty interesting, and I would really love to hear from any of my Scorpios what that means to you. Let's get some more information here. We've got the Six of Cups. Okay, this is saying, this almost gives you like this giddy child, like you are the cups, your water signs. So this can be careful, because this kind of gives you that giddy schoolgirl kind of, you know, like when you're a young kid and things just are like, ah, it almost gives you this, like where you're just about unglued. And the other card you get here is Temperance, which is like, wow, dial it right back here, okay? I'm seeing here, like, Temperance has got, you know, she's got the 2 cups. She's keeping the emotions real even. And what I'm seeing here from all of this is you don't want to be a fangirl or a fanboy. You know what I'm saying? Like, if this is about someone else, not about you turning on your personality, if this is about you being around somebody else, you don't want to get all fanboy, fangirl on them and be like, yee, I'm so happy to be around you, because they're going to be like, this is just saying, even if you feel giddy and crazy inside, please show balanced maturity on the outside, okay? And you'll know exactly what I'm talking about, and I want to know what you have going on, so please feel free to tell me. All right, we're going to go on to our Sagittarians. What do we have for Sagittarius heading into the week? Very interested to see what we've got going on here heading into this week. We have the 8 of Swords and the 6 of Cups. Okay, this is, you are overthinking yourself out of really enjoying the shit out of something. It's right in front of you, and you know it's there. It's like when you have a blindfold on, but you can see out from underneath it, like when you're a kid and you play hide and seek, and you're like, yeah, I can totally see through this. It's that. You see it right in front of you, but you're just like, I don't know. I mean, will it be really fun? I mean, this is you you're doing this thing, like, I don't know why you're overthinking this so much. Does it look too fun? You do have the Ace of Swords. This is your opportunity, okay? Aces are opportunities from the universe. This is the opportunity to cut out of this, okay? To walk away from this like little prison that you're in, that you've kind of built for yourself, this prison of overthinking. This is the time. This is for you to say, okay, well, you know what? I see this opportunity in front of me. I am highly logical and smart, and I'm going to use my logical brain, and you know what? I'm taking it. I'm going to cut this blindfold off and these ropes off, and I'm out. I'm going to go, and I'm going to follow this. I'm going to see what this is. I'm going to take this. But let's get a little more information about this 6 of Cups here, because this presents itself in that, like, how on earth could you pass this up way? Yeah, you got the King of Wands here. Okay, you are the Wands. So I really feel like you taking this opportunity, and somebody else got this combination in the bigger deck earlier too. The same energy pervades through all the readings anyways, but you having this opportunity here to use your logical brain, this is saying, hey, you know what? You follow the fun and you follow this feeling, and you get to like totally come into your full presence, your full self. And the full you is like super charming, charismatic, smiley, like people can't say no to you. So use that to your advantage. I'm not saying use people, but I'm saying, like, you have the ability, you have the opportunity to cut this overthinking out and to be done with that and to come into your full potential as these, like, brilliant fire signs that you are. So why are you waiting? What are you waiting for, Sagittarius? Stop that. Go do that. Go do that thing that makes you happy. All right, we're going to go on to our Capricorns. Capricorn, what do we have for Capricorn? Capricorn, we have got the Six of Pentacles and the Eight of Cups. Okay, first of all, Capricorn, you are in a position where, like usual, you have yourself in order. You have got all of your environment under control, because that's really how you function well. But it's saying this is a time now you can pay it forward. This doesn't mean you have to write checks to people. This can mean spending your time, spending your extra, maybe you help someone learn something on the computer, like, listen to a friend who's really feeling down. This is about you paying it forward, not necessarily in a monetary, but because you are abundant in so many areas that it will actually make you feel really, really great. And this is about the Eight of Cups here, is about you kind of weeding out some things as well. So you got kind of two different things happening this week. You're not only are you weeding some things out, but you're giving of yourself to some other people, and maybe that's going to help you weed out. You know what I mean? Like, when you're busy with other stuff, the things that aren't important just kind of fall away. And that's kind of what I see, is like you're just going toward things that are really important, and this other stuff just kind of falls away naturally. You do have the Empress coming up, and the Empress is about giving of yourself. So definitely this is a pay it forward kind of scenario. This is a gift that only you can give, whether, like I said, it's your advice, your time, some sort of talent or skill that you have, but this is a gift that only you can give, and that's what makes it important to the receiver, is that it comes from you. And then here, you have this following your passion and walking away and leaving this other stuff behind that just isn't important anymore. And then here you've got the Six of Swords, and the Six of Swords is doing the same thing, just in a little bit more, it's more the logical way versus the emotional way. This is like, I think you're getting away from things that are dramatic and full of drama and upheaval. So you may have some people around you that are having some drama or some kind of like emotional upheaval, which you don't really enjoy anyway. So you're going to kind of move away from that. And the Six of Swords is kind of about that. You're going to kind of move away from that, like their drama and problems, and kind of take care of your own stuff. And that's okay. That's perfectly okay. You get like more important things to do than mess around with that. Your services are so much more valuable, like with it paying it forward, than it is with dealing with people's drama. So we're going to just move on to Aquarius after all that. What do we have for Aquarius? Aquarius. Seven of Rods just keeps coming up, and the Queen of Swords. Okay, this is easy stuff for the Aquarians. First of all, you are the Queen of Swords, okay? You are air signs, you are blunt, I'm an Aquarius, I can say this, you are cut and dry, you are logical. This is you up on your high vibration, doing your thing over here, and this is these people down here, way down the hill, I call them the gutter people, that are stabbing up at you, that have something to say about what you're doing. And you don't even have to make the choice. If you notice here, he's got his rod. He's not running down the hill to fight and argue with these people because they're a waste of his time. And she would never do that. She'd just be like, you're stupid, go away. So here, he's just like, yeah, no thanks. Not interested. People, you're weird, Aquarius. And like I said, I'm an Aquarius, so I can say that. People always have something to say about what you're doing. And you don't even mean to be the way you are, but you're just different. And different makes people talk. And so that's the thing. There's always going to be these people down here who have a comment about you, or a thought about you, or a way that they want to portray you to others. But is that really your problem? No. Why would you waste your time with other people's nonsense? You just have to kind of cut them loose. And here you've got this Five of Cups, you got the 3 cups spilled, the 2 cups upright, and this is just about cutting your losses. And that's the thing. These people down here, you doing your own thing kind of puts out into their realm that they're not doing anything. And then that's why they want to say things. And it can make you feel really freaking bad sometimes. Like, people gotta always, like, they make fun of you. I feel like with Aquarians, people make fun of you right to your face. And like I said, I'm an Aquarius, so I can say this. They make, like, okay, for instance, I'm a vegan. People will say, oh, you're a vegan, like, what's wrong with you? Okay, like, if somebody said to me, oh, I eat this certain way, am I going to go, oh my God, what's wrong with you? You know what I mean? Like, people feel like they can just attack you, and it makes you feel really bad sometimes, but you have to just kind of turn away from that, just like this. You just got to turn and burn, and see that you got the cups here. Like, you know who you are, you know what's going on, you know what, you know, your value. You don't need to entertain these other people with all their freaking bullshit. And that's what I feel like it is. Like, people have always, my mom always said that to me, people are always going to have something to say about you. And really, it doesn't matter what they say, but they're always going to have something to say. So who cares? And look what you get here with this Queen, Judgment. And what did I just say? It's like, basically, you've done and said all that you're going to say. And everybody else can mill about and have their opinions or whatever, but really, like, this Queen of Swords, she has already cut and gone, and she doesn't even care. So why would you? You have done everything that you can do. You have said everything you can say. You're not going to run down the hill and fight with these people. You're not going to try to clean up the mess of these cups. You're just going to walk away because you've done what you can do. And anybody who's giving you flack, really, it's their problem and not yours. And God, you are not the only people that got this message this time. Listen, watch your moon and rising, because I think you're going to see that throughout. All right, we're going to finish up with our Pisces. What do we have for Pisces starting out the week? Pisces. We have got the Knight of Cups. You are the Cups, so this is a emotional, Knights are bringers, big bunch of emotional energy, and the King of Cups. I love this for you, Pisces. I love this because this is you at your full potential. This is you happy, feeling grounded, feeling safe. I keep hearing the word safe. This is you feeling safe. It's almost like this, something has resolved itself. Some emotional issue, some family drama, some personal upheaval, whatever it is, it has resolved itself. And I'm going to tell you exactly why. Because you have made good choices. Here's your Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune is about your luck changing, you know, that kind of thing, getting having better luck. But the thing with this Wheel of Fortune is this. You have good luck because you made good choices. You know, when you choose to not drive drunk, you don't get a DWI. Good luck, right? If you choose to take an Uber, you don't get a DWI. Good luck. You choose to drink and drive, you get a DWI. Bad luck. You see what I'm saying? This big whoosh of energy has been brought by you to you because of your good choices, and that's why you're feeling fulfilled, because you've made good choices. Therefore, the outcome that you are reaping is good. And I really love this for you, Pisces, because people have just been on you non-stop lately, it seems. Not all of you, but I know some of you, and you, my gosh, like, people just need to leave these poor Pisces alone. And you've got the Moon. Yeah, you have finally realized that if it seems too good to be true, it is too good to be true. And you are, like, solid emotionally right now. Like, you're like, yeah, I'm not falling for your nonsense. I see now, if it seems too good to be true, it probably is too good to be true. Henceforth, I am not interested. I am uninterested completely and entirely in whatever you're throwing my way that looks like nonsense. I see through the veil. I see through it. I'm over here doing my thing. I'm making really good choices. I'm improving my own environment, and for that, I'm super happy for you, Pisces. Have a wonderful week. I will talk to you soon. Thanks for watching.